I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets and we try to be better, but they labeled us felons, sent us back to jail. I had to fight against that the whole time to gain my respect and be who I am. What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Lately, feeds have been lighting up again with a familiar storyline. People pushing the idea that this situation is getting bigger than gossip and hinting that someone official has to be paying attention. There's no public confirmation of any agency involvement, but what is obvious is how fast this angle is spreading and how often Meek Mill's name gets pulled into it alongside Diddy's. The discussion isn't just they were in the same circles. The version being circulated is that Meek wasn't only close socially, he may have been around moments that looked questionable to outsiders and still chose silence.
Champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off.
That is an established fact. It's how people are interpreting old clips, posts, and accusations, and it's exactly why the topic keeps resurfacing. And the reason it keeps catching fire is simple. Meek has defended Diddy publicly. With Diddy facing non-stop backlash across platforms, a lot of viewers read that loyalty as suspicious. The way it's being spun is, if he keeps stepping up even when it costs him, there's a reason. So the core question becomes, what's actually on record, what's being inferred, and what's rumor repeated so many times it starts sounding real? Here's what keeps getting recapped. The conversation exploded last year after legal claims tied to Lil Rod drew new attention to Diddy's orbit. In those filings, he described what was supposed to be a music-related trip where the stated plan was album work. He later alleged the tone shifted quickly and the environment stopped feeling focused on music. He also alleged that in repeated party-like settings, he felt unusually disoriented at points, like he couldn't fully track what was happening, and suggested boundaries were not respected. Those are claims referenced in a legal dispute, not confirmed findings, but online they were treated like a major missing piece. It spread further because the same dispute included claims that Diddy tried to pressure him in ways he didn't want, and that other well-known names were mentioned as examples of how people supposedly gain access or advantage in the industry. Again, that's what was alleged and how the internet reacted to it. Not a court-proven conclusion, but it still pulled additional names into the storm. From there, it turned into a full-on mystery hunt. Every detail became context, every old moment became evidence, and the more people dug, the darker the storyline sounded. One person stayed quiet, another didn't. Usher didn't publicly engage with the chatter in any major way people could point to. Meek, on the other hand, responded quickly, and the intensity of that response became a headline by itself. He rejected the narrative outright, essentially saying anyone pushing that kind of story was lying. He framed it like, if anyone in the industry ever tried something out of pocket with him, he'd expose it immediately. No hesitation. He leaned on his reputation, saying people around him know how he moves and he doesn't entertain weird situations. That denial split the audience. Supporters saw it as protecting his name. Critics read the energy as defensive and argued it kept the spotlight locked on him. Either way, it didn't end the discussion. It fed it. Then came the next wave, Unverified media. An audio snippet circulated that some accounts linked to someone who worked security around Diddy. The claim was that it captured Meek and Diddy in the same setting, and the whole argument turned into, do the voices sound familiar? Nothing about that clip has been publicly verified, but the debate alone became fuel. Because once a rumor has audio, people treat it like confirmation even when it isn't. After that, timelines started dragging up anything they could find. A video Diddy had posted showing Meek relaxing after a party resurfaced again and again.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
On its own, it proves nothing. But blogs framed it as awkward, and that framing pushed the theory further. Then people started overanalyzing Meek's social media activity too, including who he followed, as if normal online behavior was a coded message. At that point, the story wasn't just what's true, it became, why does every thread keep circling back to him? You'd think with that much heat, Meek would go quiet and let it cool off. But instead, the conversation spilled into something happening live, a separate public feud, and Meek ended up in the middle again. Christian Combs and 50 Cent were going back and forth publicly after Christian dropped a diss aimed at 50 for speaking on Diddy. In the track, Christian also implied his father had evidence that authorities supposedly hadn't uncovered yet. People immediately debated whether that line was real, exaggerated, or just diss track talk meant to sound powerful. But 50 turned it into a spectacle. He kept mocking Christian, saying he was trying too hard to act tough, and in 50's view, was basically playing a role. The internet ran with it. Every post made it louder. And then Meek jumped in. Even though the beef wasn't directly about him, he replied to one of 50's posts and accused 50 of moving federal, implying the streets already knew what they knew. He also questioned why 50 was targeting a younger guy, threw in personal insults, and said he was away celebrating his son's birthday. He told people not to follow negativity, framing it like some creators profit off tearing others down. He also added that he doesn't like seeing black people laugh at black people getting indicted. That response instantly became a new battleground. Some people backed Meek. Others said he was making it worse by posting it all. That every statement becomes a screenshot, every screenshot becomes analysis, and the cycle never stops once it starts. And as expected, 50 didn't let it go. He fired back fast and dragged the older rumors back into the spotlight using an angle that always hits: embarrassment. He mocked Meek's momentum, took a shot at his sales, and implied he had no business being on vacation. Then he added a line that spread everywhere, basically framing Meek as someone standing by his guy, said with obvious sarcasm. Blogs ran it instantly. What people noticed next was Meek's response. He hit back hard on the sales part, clearly irritated by that angle, and tried to correct the record. He referenced his numbers, explained one project as more of a strategic move tied to contracts and relationships, and dismissed 50's whole vibe as off. It had energy, but it didn't slow anything down, because 50 escalated again. He posted an older party clip of Meek singing along to a love song while standing near Diddy, then added a caption framing Meek as a loyal, supportive partner, clearly meant to embarrass him and reignite the rumors. The post went viral immediately because it matched the exact storyline people were already obsessed with. And that's when the audio controversy got dragged back in too. Jaguar Wright weighed in, claiming the audio people were arguing about wasn't actually released by the person it was originally attributed to. That created a new layer of confusion.
And then eating milk, running around, talking about expensive pain.
Now,
In his eyes.
wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jag.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy-fied.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy-fied. He Diddy-fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit with Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
If the source story is shaky, who put it out, and what was the goal? Then Jaguar added another claim that set timelines off. She alleged, without publicly provided proof, that the audio may have been recorded by Nicki Minaj back when she was still with Meek.
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was
Yeah,
standing
somebody
outside the
that
door.
got paid.
Yeah.
She suggested it played a role in why that relationship ended quickly and implied nothing was released publicly because of fear of potential blowback if it escalated. None of that has been verified. It's commentary being circulated, but people reacted like it was a bombshell anyway. From there, comment sections went exactly where you'd expect. Some argued Meek wanted industry success so badly he'd tolerate anything around him. Others framed it as a mentor-type dynamic that may have gotten unhealthy. And again, that's speculation layered on top of claims and viral content, not confirmed fact. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about everything being said about Diddy and Meek? Do you believe there are real recordings or receipts connected to this? Or is it just rumors and clout chasing spiraling out of control? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment to keep the conversation going. Click here to watch another insanely messy video, and I'll see you in the next one.